Hi, Noosh.
Hello.
My name is Andrew Nunes. I'm 22 years old, a student at the University of Guelph in the Communication and Counseling program. I'm here today to do an interview with you for our project. Only the teacher, the professor, and the TA will be reviewing this entire video, and other than that, it is completely confidential. I'd also like to remind you that any sort of behavior or instances that you describe that may seem that you are at risk or putting others at risk, I will have to report by law, just so in terms that it's for your safety and for the safety of others. And lastly, I'd want to talk to you about what we're doing today.
Okay.
So, what we're doing today is just a basic communication and counseling interview. We just talk. I can't give you any advice because I'm not a professional, but you can feel free to share whatever you'd like, and I'm always here to listen.
Great, thanks.
So, if I may ask, can you describe a bit about yourself?
Sure. So I'm in the adult development program. I'm 21. I hopefully will be going into something having to do with some sort of psychoanalysis, some sort of counseling, something like that. I live at home with my parents, but I'm here for school, so I have a place here too. I'm the youngest child. I have an older brother, but I'm the only one attending university in my family right now. I am not a religious person.
Okay.
I like to read a lot about a lot of different things. My interests are very just all over the place. So, yeah. But my main concern today is just school in general.
All right, school. Yeah, that could be a big thing in our lives right now at this age. And I know for a lot of us, it can get pretty struggling. We can get burdened down by a lot of work and by basically the program that we're in, essentially. But yeah, what would you like to talk about school today?
Well, I have troubles focusing on my work, just like reading and stuff like that. It's really hard for me. I don't know what it is. Like, I kind of just start thinking about other things while I'm reading. And I guess my way of dealing with that is just like timing it, kind of like reinforcing myself. Like, I'll read for an hour, and if I do read for an hour, then I'll be able to watch my favorite show, or like I'll be able to go like work out, or like I'll give myself some sort of reward so that I get something done.
And that sort of conditioning can really help people get on a right track, and from there you can actually progress, and by training your skills that you've already established in the beginning, you can find yourself doing it more often and frequently. And that's one great way to deal with that kind of issue, to be honest. It sounds stressful for you, and it is a big thing for all of us these days.
Yeah. Also, I have troubles prioritizing. I don't know, like, what to do, when to do it. Like, I don't know what's more important, like, studying or, like, seeing my friends. Or, like, you know, it's hard managing that. And then that's where I get my time management issue, too. Which just, like, and all of it together is just really stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's starting to form some sort of web, almost, around all the issues of school that you have right now. But the one thing I can say about time management, it is something that we can work on in the following sessions, of course. But is there anything else that's bothering you at school right now?
Those are the main things.
So basically focusing in your attention on school, the courses that you're in, and the work that you're doing?
Yeah. And just, like, managing it all.
Okay, I see. Well, I'll ask you a question, actually. If your life was completely perfect, how would that look like? What would you be doing? How would you see yourself? Where would you be?
I guess if my life was perfect, if every world was in reality, I would be an A student. I don't know. I guess I'd just be more organized. Like, my thoughts are hard to control, of course. I've been trying to meditate so I can get that together, but in my dream world, I would be able to focus on what I need to focus on and not be so distracted, I guess.
I see. You mentioned that you had a lot of thoughts running through your head. What kind of thoughts, per se, do you think of when that really distracts you?
I don't know. I just like kind of go off into my own world. For example, I was reading the other day on like this book that my dad just gave me, and it's kind of on quantum physics. And since I'm like I don't know much about it. Just reading about it was kind of like it was difficult. So I just started thinking about like other things, like I don't know, like the universe and how it all like where do we come from and all those crazy things. Like it's just they're usually questions that I'm always concerned about that I can't answer. I guess I just like have a thing for the unknown.
Yeah, it sounds like you want to explore something and you want to grasp it, but you're not sure where to start and what to collect. But
it's overwhelming.
I can totally understand that. But there's other things to think about always as well. I mean, by putting your attention to school and focusing all of the interests that you like about school into one kind of web, you can surround yourself with a positive flow per se. And with that can come better time management skills, better ways to cope with all the stress that you're going under, and better methods to actually start improving yourself and pushing yourself to doing schoolwork, going to do schoolwork, focusing on schoolwork, and just that. There are a lot of distractions these days, especially on the internet. I mean, Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Who isn't on Facebook while they're studying?
Yeah, it's pretty hard for me to. That's my thing with prioritizing, like, my whole social media thing. Like, okay, I need to work on reading rather than doing that. And if I do read, then I can go on it,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to, like, manage everything like that.
You can definitely try making that a reward system as well. You can probably find that benefiting you very soon if you did it constantly. But other than that, what kind of stresses do you get at home? How do you feel about that? Is there anything that affects you from home for school?
Not really, no. My parents are pretty supportive people.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't really talk to them much, though. I don't really talk to anyone about my stuff. That's also an issue. I keep a lot of things to myself just because I guess I don't really find them being not even interesting, just like I don't really think that it's worth mentioning. So I just kind of keep it to myself. So I don't really talk to my parents at all about anything, really.
Could you elaborate on that?
Well, like, everyone has their own problems. So I guess I just don't want to burden people with mine, so I just, like, keep it to myself kind of thing. And I guess that adds to my stress, too, right? Because, like, I don't know what I'm doing is right or wrong if I'm the only one that's judging it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, that also stresses me out a little.
Well, if I may say, I find you to be a great person, and by you sharing all this information with me, I have accepted it and learned that you are even better than what I initially thought of. And the same goes for you sharing any other information with others. I mean, to express yourself to others can only make an advancement. If you see it as something that will take you down, then maybe your better judgment is saying for you not to. But what I'm trying to say is feel free to try and explore that and try and express yourself and give it a shot. There's nothing you can lose. I promise.
Thanks.
So, in total, we were basically discussing how you had problems at school, the stress, the anxiety of doing all the work, the courses that you were taking, and just basically your focus and attention on doing the schoolwork.
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of strategies that we can go and teach you on afterwards, and it's hopefully something that you would like to come back for and learn more about.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Noosh. It was
Thank
a pleasure
you for
talking to you.
listening.
Awesome. Thanks.
That was quick.